The old block glass window overlooked the green yard. The vacant home to which it was affixed was falling apart slowly but steadily, a victim of forgottenness, the unrivaled ravages of time. Without people to fight against the elements on its behalf, the old structure was doomed. The block window was now the only window in the house not shattered or cracked. Its sturdiness and determination had kept it whole, while the world around it was falling apart. The block window still overlooked the green yard. The grass was unmowed, unkept. The old three-stringed clothesline had only one sagging string now, as the other two had long fallen from either end and become entangled in the grass below. Weeds filled the yard, and ants busily carried out their unceasing mission of building for themselves a grander and still grander kingdom of mounds and tunnels. Beaten by the wind, often pelted by the rain, the block window overlooked the yard. It had not always been so lonely here. He remembered a time fondly, the bygone days when family filled the house. He had quietly observed the pitter and patter of little feet and vibrated ever so gently at the laughter of children. Bracing against the cold of winter, he would resonate with the sounds of Christmas carols and be warmed on one side by flickering candles. The window had gladly prismed this miraculous light to the world outside, proclaiming the Savior's birth. In the spring, he would watch as the children searched the yard for eggs. He watched the children grow into young adults and saw them off to their first dates, ever vigilantly waiting up all night for the glow of the headlights signaling their safe return home. He watched the parents grow old, and even perhaps sensed that they had become wiser than in their youth. But then the old block window had bidden farewell, as each parent passed away in their turn, and their lifeless bodies left the house in solemn processions. He had watched mournfully as the children, now grown, moved away to their own homes, to their own families, to be watched over by other windows. He missed them. Oh, the greenery of the weeds overtaking the yard was pretty in its way, and he would eagerly confess his admiration of the ants as they soldiered on so diligently expanding their empire. He had even found beauty in the snows and ice of winter as they pelted him, with no warmth inside the home to reinforce him. Yet the old block window missed his people. And then, one day, a man turned the corner of the house, fighting his way through the jungle of weeds and inadvertently toppling many warlords of the ants. "What about this, sweetie?" The old block window wished he could smile. It had been so long, since he had seen a human close up. She turned the corner with three little children in tow, all holding hands and battling the weeds. "The block window," she exclaimed. "It's so sturdy, it remains intact." The old window's glass heart quivered with joy. It was her. It was the youngest daughter of his former family. He was sure of it. "It's pretty, Mama," one child declared. "Can we keep it?" another asked. "Yes," the window silently shouted in his heart. "I am yours. Don't leave me here." "Well, I don't know," Mother responded. "It's pretty heavy." The man reached over and grabbed her hand. "I know you said you wanted to just see the old place before it was cleared away, but why not take something with us?" "Are you sure you're okay with that?" she asked. "I'm no contractor," he nodded, "but I'm sure the guys building our house can fit him in somewhere." "Yes," the window silently shouted. "Yes, somewhere, anywhere." With the help of a crowbar, the man chipped away at the decaying edifice. Gently, gently, he managed to lower the mighty block glass window. With his wife's help, they made it all the way to the trunk of the car. Along the way, the block glass window bid his farewells to the weeds and to the ants, to the broken windows and the creaking boards, and even the hornets who now ruled the garage. "Farewell, old friends, farewell." Then, after a nice car ride and some time had passed, the old block glass window, all polished like new, looked out over the finely crafted yard and inward over the state-of-the-art kitchen. The smells of cooking delicacies wafted through the air, and the pitter-patter of little feet tickled him joyously with their vibration. He loved it when they giggled.